Hello! Is anybody there? There's no comments. Have I not advertised this enough? What's going on? Where is everybody? Oh, we got 2 people on. Ah, there we go. Oh, it's you! You're a guest. What are you playing at? Hey, Muddy Paws and Mooncat. I'm so relieved, guys. I'm so relieved. David Rams fact me. I reported you to David Rams. I thought you was a troll account taking his name. Bonjour, level joy. Can everybody hear me okay? Please give me a yes, I can hear you. Wish I couldn't, if you can. And then we'll move on. It's no use me talking and nobody can hear me. Come on, somebody say I can hear you. Not you, Vegan Mooncat. I know what you're going to say. We can't hear you. No audio. Loud and clear. Thank you, Level. Mooncat. Mooncat, this is for you. Cheeky bugger. So, guys, today I've been on a little mission. Thanks, David Rams Fatme. I've been on a little mission. We've rescued 3 pigs today. And there's going to be more on this coming soon. It's part of a bit of an investigation that we've got going. I can't say more than that. It's all about micro pigs. Or rather, the fact that there's no such thing as a micro pig. Just let you mull that over for a little while. But believe me, when you hear the truth about this industry, you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked. But we managed to rescue 3 pigs today from a guy who sells micro pigs. And these were too big to sell. Because they got too big. What does that tell you? So we got them back to Pigs in the Wood. I went with Jackie, who runs Pigs in the Wood. And I've literally just got back. So please excuse me if I cock up a few times tonight. It's tiredness. Micro hogs, yes. Micro pigs, no. Right, you'll have to expand more on that. But yeah, apparently it's big industry in this country. One person who's advertising and selling them for 400 to 500 quid. But believe me, I've got some video that's going up soon anyway, all about that rescue today. And then later in the year, there will be a documentary on what this industry is all about. So keep your eyes open for that. Anyway, let's get down to the crux of this live this evening. Today I have the Vegan Pixie Warrior. She's an animal rights activist for 11 months of the year. And for December, she's one of Santa's little helpers because she's tiny. She's teeny. She fits on my hand. She's that small. She's a little tiny pixie. But she looks big because she's really close to the camera. So she looks bigger than she is. She's got a great YouTube channel, which we will show you a little later. She's also very active on Instagram. And today we're going to be talking about We the Free. And We the Free is basically AV on steroids. It's a really, really cool version. And I'll stop there because I'm not going to do it any justice at all. So what I'll do now is I'll bring on Vegan Pixie Warrior on, and she can explain it and tell you all how you can get involved, how you can start one up, because it's all fully funded. So please take note and welcome her on board. Hello there, little pixie. Oh, you got the pixie ears and pixie hat on. I can't hear you.
I thought I put my Christmas hat on for you.
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now. You think? Don't do steroids, kids. Believe me. Yes, David Rams. Yes, I did steroids. Not a good idea. My face swelled and then it went back down again, and now I've got loads of bloody wrinkles. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I made it onto vegan deterioration again through these wrinkles. See, there is a bonus to everything.
I
right, so
since you've known me that you've had the wrinkles. Is it not the stress of having
right. Listen. Before you start on me, introduce yourself to the people, please.
Okay. So yeah, hi, I'm Rebecca, for those of you that don't know me, though I think everyone in the chat does, and I am the Vegan Pixie Warrior. I've been an activist, animal rights activist, for just over 3 years, mainly street activism. That's my YouTube channel there. My channel is all about trying to inspire other vegans to become active or advocates for the animals, whether that's something big like a direct action like Meet the Victims, or whether it's something small like popping a sticker up, or maybe something you've never thought of before.
Beautiful introduction, that. Beautiful. Let's just pop your Instagram up. And there's Rebecca's Instagram. Full of activism. Look at that. There's no cupcakes on there. It's all hard-hitting facts. Oh, there's a few. Oh, is that a handsome bugger there?
I don't know.
Who's that?
Handsome bugger.
Who's that? Oh, dear me. So, yeah. Oh, Hail Nomad. Hello there. He's over in Thailand. He's relaxing and retired over there at the moment. So,
nice.
Yeah, I gave you free Botox. No, you didn't. You just used Photoshop to smooth out my wrinkles, mate.
And I wasn't having a go at you. What I was saying is, have the wrinkles come on since I've come into your life? Is it the stress of having me in your life that's caused
Yes,
them?
I think you've hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
Hello, Family 4 Explorer. I didn't have more hair. I've always been bald. I was born bald. I was born like this. Are you vegan unless you've been on a vegan deterioration? I'm beginning to feel left out. You see, well, Level, you see, yeah, you're not quite there. You're not deteriorated enough yet, you know. Maybe stop.
She's only been vegan a year, though. That's why.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. To get like this, you really need to sort of hammer the veganism. You know, you've got to be, you've got to be something special to get on vegan deterioration. Definitely. So let's move forward. Let's move forward now. So, tell me. I said it's We the Free is AV on steroids. But let's just tell the audience what We the Free actually is, and
yeah, sure. Go on. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say there's like you call it a We the Free. You do a diamond, which is
it's called a We the Free diamond.
So it's a cube of truth, but tilted slightly.
Yeah,
so,
it's like rather than being like that, it's like that.
So is that due to copyright issues, or is it
I don't think there's any copyright issues, but
no,
you
don't want to mimic AV too much.
Yeah,
because it is basically the same.
Basically the same, but then AV is based on Earthlings, so you know the Earthlings event. That's the twist on the Earthlings event, and that's what they were inspired by. So we've been inspired by them because AV is a fantastic concept and it's a brilliant form of animal rights, definitely 100%. What We the Free is, was an online survey where they sent it out to loads of activists, asking them what they were missing from the activist scene. And a lot of the things they found out was that a lot of animal rights activists, after 2 years, get burnout and give up. So we came up with a concept that we mix in, making it more of a community-based thing.
Okay.
So as well as doing the street activism, we also do community events. Whether I know the Leeds group, they volunteer at Pigs in the Wood. So they have volunteer days where loads of activists go off, help out. And we do the same thing down here in the south. We go to Pear Tree Farm and help out there. You could do a beach clean. You could feed the homeless. But it's about building that community.
Mm-hmm.
And
so,
you know.
Hi, Florence. This is a.
Hi, Florence.
Florence is one of the younger family members of Family 4 Explorer, and she's a great vegan activist.
She's amazing. She does some fantastic poetry.
So the community side of it sounds like a bonus as well. But I told you I was tired today. I told you I was. Right. You're gonna have to take over soon. You're gonna have to sort of interview yourself. I'm getting distracted because Level Joy is talking about how to clean balls, and a good ball owner listens to their balls and takes care of their needs. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange conversation. I wish you two would just get a room and have this conversation about cleaning your balls. You know, it's not appropriate on my channel. So,
Yeah.
so talk me through it. So you've
So
got the
what-
you've got the community side of it. Okay, so that's, and you've got a Facebook page, I assume. You've got a community channel. So
We've got a Facebook page and an Instagram. Do you want me to share those?
let's have a look.
You can find my mouse.
I saw a mouse. Where? There on the stair. Where on the stair?
Okay.
Yep, I got it.
So this is our our Instagram page, and there is also a link on there of for our websites, and our Facebook page as well is on there. We've got some video outreach of activists doing outreach on the streets, quotes by amazing vegans that are out there as well. Oh, there's me.
I'm going to post that in the chat, guys. So if you would, please click on it and follow. It'd be nice to get...
definitely follow, because it's at the moment, I think, 462 followers. But it'd be good if people can go on there and follow that. And then we've got our Facebook page as well.
Hello, Leon. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Leon. That one. So that's our Facebook page.
There we go.
Should view as guest, really, shouldn't I?
So we the free... Oh, hang on a minute. Go on Facebook. I'll put that link in also, guys. Once I find it. Ta!
Do you need me to send it to you, Grumps?
No, it's all right. I can do it. Introduction to We the Free. Ah, there we go. We the Free Animal Rights. Got it. I got it. Don't worry, I got it. I shall post that in the chat. So again, people, even if you don't wish to participate, please click on this. Please follow it and interact with it, because we need to get this up there. We need to get this out there, because face-to-face activism is so important, especially now. I mean, I don't know whether anybody's seen the recent news that I put up on Instagram about what's she called? The free school meals. They've got free vegan school meals.
Oh,
now.
yeah, I've forgotten her name now.
She did the
Let me have a look. I'll have a look on your
vegan
Instagram
vegan
page.
camp out, weren't it?
Yeah, she did. She ran the vegan camp out.
I'll see. If you haven't yet, give this happy fella a thumbs up and go vegan if you haven't had yet. Yes, correct. We should all go vegan. We should all go vegan.
I think it was on your Facebook page, actually, Danny. 1 minute.
Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember. I posted over that many different things.
We're both shattered, aren't we?
We're both tired, yes. Activism's a hard thing, especially when you've got 3 squealing pigs in the back of the car. It's like, whoa.
And they can half scream as well, can't they?
Oh my God, when we got them out of Pigs in the Wood, wow. They did squeal, but supposedly the mother of these two young piglets ran off into the wood and left them. So obviously it wasn't the mother. They were lying about that. It was on Primary Vegetation.
That's it. Well done, Level Joy.
Primary Vegetation. What would we do without our friends? So right, okay, let's move. So AV, why did you set this up? Why not just improve AV? Why set something completely different?
It's just
Laura.
something. Oh, yeah, Laura, that's it. They wanted to find something that was a bit different, okay, and separate to, AV has their rules and their regulations, and they're very strict in those, and they work. Structure is very important, and that's why I love doing AV for 2 years. This one's just a little bit more flexible. So, but all activism has their place, and AV is fantastic for what it is. One of the exciting things about We the Free is that we offer free outreach training to anyone that wants it. So, in fact, tomorrow morning, there is one for the UK, Europe, and Asia. So it's 10 o'clock UK time. And it's a Zoom call. It's free to log on. You can hide your face. You don't have to participate, but it's free outreach support. And we'll be doing those regularly every month
Oh,
for people to join.
have you got a link for that?
I have got a link for that. Yeah, I think I sent it to you, but I will send it again.
Hang
One
on,
moment.
private. Oh, hang a minute. It's not that. I've got a Facebook one set you sent to me.
Yeah, it's a Facebook event, so that's the one. But you it's actually.
Oh, right, yeah, it's the same one. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Let me copy that. Okay, I'm going to post it in the chat, guys. So if you're interested, just to take a look, see what it's all about.
And can I ask everyone? Yeah, just invite everyone you know to that. It's like I said, it's completely free. Anyone can join it, and we'll be doing other training as well, as in like non-violent protesting, training how to do that as well. We've got access to Melanie Joy's new training as well about how to look after yourself as an animal rights activist, because it's really important to take care of yourself and to have me time at 100%. Otherwise, you're going to get burnout. And the other super exciting stuff is we have these cards that we give out, much like AV. So if you've ever seen the Anonymous for the Voices cards, they've got links for the websites on there and films to watch. Well, this is our card, and it just has one link on there, and it's 3movies.wtf. And when people put that in to the website, they will. I'm going to share the screen again. Sorry, Danny, taking over.
It's all right. No, that's fine.
So what will happen is...
Not at all, Leon. You spam it anywhere you want.
Yes, spam it on Reddit, everywhere. We'd love as many people to come as possible. So I'll let
you know. Oh, I've just got to share it now. Let's just address this. It's very odd here in the Netherlands, activism-wise. The places I've been so far have few folk out there that are actually doing activism besides the prime cities, from what I've noticed. I mean, is that your country in particular, or are you not looking in the right places? Or
I have to agree that's a problem in the UK as well. We just don't have... Bristol has so many vegans, but we don't have many people turning up. I recently asked a bunch of questions on loads of different vegan pages going, what are your blocks? What's stopping you? What can I help you with? And it was different things, for anxiety, not wanting to speak to the public, not knowing how to get involved. It could be health issues. They aren't physically able to go out and stand in the cold. They might have kids, or they might be a full-time carer for someone in their family. So there are loads of reasons why people don't go out.
I mean, I must admit, I don't attend. I've attended a couple of AVs. When I see them, sometimes I don't come across them. Sometimes I don't hit social media and see when the next one is. What's another reason? Sometimes I've worked all week. I've had to do something on a Saturday, and Sunday's my only day off. And should I be selfish and like spend it with me? But again, it's like you say, it's self-care as well. You're going to burn yourself out. I know that vegan teacher thinks everyone should be doing it 24 hours a day, 365.
You can't do that. You can't keep it up.
No, it's not. It's not like that. I mean, there's time issues as well. So
there's time constraints. I mean, I was out for a walk today with family, and I had some stickers in my bag. So whenever I saw a dog bin or just a lamp post, sticker out, done. Easy, simple activism I can do with the family. They might not like it. And they might walk ahead and pretend they're not with me while I'm doing it, but still. So this is the website, and it's called We the Free Movies. Movies.WeTheFree, or freemovies.WeTheFree. And when they go there, what happens is, and I'll come on to this in a minute, you can actually track your activism. So you'll write your own personal code, and they'll enter it in there. And then they can put that they don't have a code. And there's the three main movies here that we've got: Dominion, Game Changers, and the latest Seaspiracy. And then there's a link here to sign up to Challenge 22.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And there's more things that they can watch. So there's animal stuff. There's an amazing speech by Philip Woolen. I absolutely love that. Speech by Melanie Joy. The Food Matrix as well. If you haven't seen that video, it's just fantastic. And then there's Planet. So there's a talk by Ed Winters. Vegan Mike as well, or Mike the Vegan, sorry. And Cowspiracy.
Yeah.
And then there's some health ones as well. So
it covers everything. It covers everything, yeah.
It's got everything.
Yeah.
What this does as well is sometimes I find when...
Oh. We've lost her. What's she done? Pulled the plug out. She was there 1 minute and then she's gone. So that 3 movies, I've linked it in the chat there, and that's amazing. So that is a really, really cool resource. Let me just share the screen again. Let's have a look at it until she... Oh, there she goes. She's popped back. We'll stop that. What happened then?
I meant to press stop sharing and I just left the stream. I'm not being on it. It's weird. What's not bad? Oh,
I thought, all right.
You make me nervous, Danny. What can I say?
Talk to the blank screen because I'm not listening. You know what I mean? It's like, woo! All right. So where were we?
Well, we were saying about the free movies. So when you get a card, there's another website which is basically like a hub. So it's called mystats.wtf. And you create, as an activist, your own codes and logins. So you might have seen on my stream last Monday was Activist. I put a link on there to free movies and also a code. I think it was VPW23. But you would write your own code on here. So this is my one for when I'm doing Bristol street events. And you set up your own. In fact, Danny, if you want to do it live on stream, I can show you how to do it and talk you through it if you like.
So, okay, so, right, let's do this. So, what am I going on? 3movies.wtf first?
No, if you go to mystats.wtf, and we'll set you up your own YouTube code.
Stats.wf.
WTF.
WT, oh, of course, we're the free. Douche.
Yeah,
douche. Right, okay.
Not
right.
as douchey as me. At least you didn't leave the bloody stream. What an idiot.
Right, share screen, Chrome tab, my stats, and with the, okay. So I'll just have to move my dad's folder. Right, so please log into your account.
Yeah, and anyone can do this. They can log up and sign up to it. Basically, it's a really good way of tracking how effective your activism is, how effective your Facebook posts are, how effective your Instagram posts are, or your street activism.
Right, I'm in.
You're in?
I'm glad I didn't, yeah. Okay, I'm in.
So what you can do is if you click on where it says My Codes.
My codes, yep.
And then you've got active codes.
Yep.
So click on active codes.
Okay.
And then you've got, there should be an option on there on the right hand side says generate codes.
Yep.
And you can do one for Facebook on that drop down as well. So
or
you've got
Instagram.
Facebook.
What does that mean then?
So when you're doing your Facebook posts on animal rights, you can put a code underneath there and that will link it. It will actually link to the website and automatically log that person in, and you can see how many people have read your posts and logged into the free movies and watched any of the films. You'll be able to see if they've watched any films.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So create your code.
So it should be 5 digits long and something that you can remember. So, for example, I've done mine. I think I've done it as Vegan VPW FB. So it's my Facebook one, but it can be whatever you want.
Can I put ours?
If you want to put arse, you can put arse. I think you should. I think you should put GVG maybe. GVG
Arse.
Facebook, FB.
Okay, I won't put arse then.
Be sensible.
Me? Be sensible? Why? Why? So GVG, FB.
Yeah.
Okay, and then description.
So I would put something, so this is for your Facebook or something like that. Facebook activism.
Well, but why is it I can just log... So it will ask for a code, or will it just log them straight in? Because I've just clicked on the three movies and I've automatically gone on the page. How's that happen then, if you need a code?
So you can go straight in, or you go onto it and it will ask for a code. But what I'll show you is if you create this for me now.
Okay, right, hang on a minute. Let me... please watch and comment. Oh, no.
That's just for you, but don't worry.
Three movies to get you motivated. There we go. So
okay,
submit, yes?
Submit, yep.
Yep.
Now
Success!
What you'll see, success, yay! What you'll see happens is when you go off of that success, can you see that link in the middle where it says share URL? If you click on the copy, the piece of paper on the right hand side, that's it.
Yeah,
click on that.
Yeah, it's copied, yeah.
And then when you put a Facebook post, you put that in and it will take them straight in. They won't need to put the login code in. It will just log them in with your login.
Right, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna put it randomly up there. Let's see what it looks like. Right. I'll put three free movies to watch with my compliments, and then post it, and let's see what happens there later. There we go.
The links for my stats, David Rams Fact Me, is mystats.wethefree or WTF, sorry, .WTF.
Right.
What we're really looking for is we're looking for more organisers around the UK, all over the world. We've got some being set up in Canada now. We've got a couple in South America. We've got one coming up, I think, in Jamaica. I think there's one as well.
Oh yeah, there we go. Right, so it's flicked me straight over. Yeah, it's flicked me straight over.
And they don't need to put the code in.
So I've literally clicked that there, and that's took me straight over, and I've now got Dominion, Game Changers, and Seaspiracy to watch. That's great. I like that. I like that a lot. That's really cool. It's
really good. Yeah. And then what you do is when you go to one of our street events, you get given one of our really cool cars with the amazing logo on, which is really bright and colourful. And it's got there. And then you can write your code on it. So this is my code for Bristol. And so they'll go to that, and I'll be able to see if I speak to 20 people at a Bristol street activism event, I'll be able to see how many of those people actually went and logged in, and if they watched any films. And I'll be able to see if they signed up to Challenge 22.
Hello, Activist. Welcome, mate. Laura, hello. Right, you've thrown me a little bit now. You've confused me because I was half listening and half looking. Right. So you give that card out to somebody.
Yep.
And they will go to that website, what we've just put up.
Yep.
Where do they have to put a code in? What will prompt them to put a code in then?
So I will show you now. If I go back.
Have I gone straight onto it because I'm already a member, or?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Let me just... Hold on.
Because we may, if not, there may be a little glitch in this at the moment.
It's definitely not a glitch.
Right.
It might be because we've already logged in as a guest. 1 minute.
David Rams, fuck me, I'm lost. Right, okay.
What are you lost with, David?
He's same with me. I think he's a little bit lost at how this works. So... let's go on this 3 movies. Right, I'm going to put the link in, guys, to the 3movies.wtf.
Okay, so David, there are 2 websites. There's one called 3movies.wtf, and that is for non-vegans to go and they can watch content. They
Right.
can watch Dominion, What the Health, and the Cowspiracy film. And then there's the other website, which is for the activist. And that is called mystats.wtf. And that is for fellow activists to be able to track their animal rights activism.
Right. Okay, I get that bit.
Yeah.
I get that bit. Now, I don't know whether it's me being stupid, right?
It might be me explaining it. I'm rubbish.
Right, okay. So, what I'm trying to get at is, I'm going to try this experiment again, right? This is what I want to find. Davy Rams Fatme says I can't even find my stats. Right, so I'm going to plug that into the chat, people. Please, somebody click on it and tell me if you get straight in onto the page, because if you don't have to put a code in, then how is it going to register on
but
anything?
when you first go onto it, when I first shared the website on this stream, and I shared my screen, it did have the option, and I selected login as guest, so it took me straight in. But it does give you the option
to you have to put a code in.
To put a code in.
Gotcha.
But with regards to the codes that you can set up, brilliant, great, thanks, David. With regards to, we got you to set up your Facebook code, and you've got a link that will take them straight in, and it will automatically put the code in for them, so they don't have to. So it will link it to you. That's
right.
Your
okay.
Special link.
Can somebody go on my Facebook and whoever's got me on friends and click on that link, and let's see if it comes up, because we do need to. There is people like me out there who just don't get shit, and it does need explaining.
That's fine.
It does need explaining. So where would I go on? Right, let me share this screen. Let me share this screen. So my stat, where is it now? So where on this now would I see any?
So if you go to dashboard.
Right, dashboard, yeah.
Yeah. So 3 people have already logged on to that to have a look at it. One of them was you, because you clicked on the link and it took you straight to the website.
Yeah.
So you can see where people took action.
Right, nice. I like it. Now I understand it. Now I like it.
Yeah, so on your dashboard, for your personal thing, you can see how people have watched Dominion there. I'm pointing at the screen. I don't know why I do this.
Yeah, right, okay. I'll move it. So number of people who took action is there. So there's 3 people, one including myself.
Yeah.
Number of movie shares. So is this other people sharing it, or is this me sharing it?
That's you sharing it. So for example, that would be if you do a We the Free event and you speak to 20 people.
Yeah.
You would click on those 3 dots that are where it says number of movie shares.
Yeah.
And then go to that list.
Right.
And
so
then
it brings
if you
me back
click
to...
on if you click on your Facebook tab, the GVG FB.
Yeah.
No, the one on the left. Go further left.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Then click on that again. Sorry, it is a bit clicky, this bit. And then click on the free movie shares. And then there you go. And you can say you shared that once.
Gotcha.
Because you shared it once on your Facebook page. But if you were doing a We the Free street activism event and you gave 20 of these cards out to 20 bystanders, you would go to your personal We the Free code and pop that in. So I know sometimes you're close to, there's one in Manchester, isn't there? So you can set up a We the Free Manchester code for you, Grumps.
Right, gotcha.
And then when you go, you would write that on your card, like I have for my Bristol one.
Oh, look, my inspiration rate's gone up to 300%.
Because you shared it once and 3 people have looked at it.
I am a super vegan. Wow. And this is great because this is great. It is good because
you have no idea. Like, I've had a few people that I've spoken to on an AV Cube of Truth, and they've come back to me and said, I've gone vegan, or I'm still vegan, or do you remember our conversation? But when you're talking to that person, I don't know how many people here have done street outreach, But you talk to that person, you might give them your details, but you never hear from them again. Like, how do you know that what you're doing is working? And this is the great thing about We the Free. So, for example, at the Leeds one recently, they decided to have a table at the side of the event with a laptop showing footage of animals at animal sanctuaries. So when people got upset seeing it in the Diamond and Dominion and the animals being treated absolutely horrendously, try not to swear.
Fine to swear, fine to swear. Freedom of expression on my channel.
Fucking horrendously, like abhorrent. You can take them over to the table and show them that. Now, what the We the Free stats then do, or my stats, you can see if that worked better. Did you get more people going vegan by seeing the nice footage than you did by showing the harsh footage?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, well, that didn't work that time, so let's try something else.
So it's like a real-time gauge on what's working and what's not, and it's what we need because, again, Gawain, you have to swear, you big child. He's been given a hall pass, has he? Fuck!
Vile.
Yeah, disgusting. He can't even organise an event, can he? You know what I mean? It's like...
No, I know.
Yeah, disgusting, yeah. Queues for miles long. World's longest... Gawain won an award for the world's longest motorhome queue. You know that? Well done on that award, mate.
How long were we sat? I missed bloody Cosmic Skeptic because of Gawain.
Sorry.
Never gonna forgive you, mate. Never gonna forgive you.
No, Vegan Mooncat, if you're gonna swear, right, just do it. Stop pussyfooting about, right? Poo-poo and wee-wee. So yeah, a real-time gauge on which things, because I mean that's it. I liken it to having a restaurant or a cafe. My wife used to have a cafe, and she was very good, right? I'll give her that. People come far and wide to have food at a cafe. It wasn't vegan. It was totally disgusting animal products. That was it. It was lots of rotten bodies. But if people don't like your food, they tend to just walk away and you never hear from them again, you know? So how are you supposed to know if your food's good, you know? That our nation doesn't complain. So it's very hard to get your finger on the pulse, apart from at the end of the month looking at your profits going down.
Yeah.
No. Now, if people could just like press a button and say, I didn't like that food, we'd know to drop that food. We won't serve that, we'll serve something else. We'll try this food, we'll try this cake, we'll try carrot cake.
And if you have a look back as well on your My Stats, you can see on there's feedback. So people can select feedback. I was inspired to go vegan. I was inspired to do this, or, you know, this inspired me to take this action. So you can actually get feedback from people. Gawain. Go on.
I'll read it out. Let me read it. It's my channel.
Right.
Vegan Pixie Warrior. You know, behave. Can you change the docs and resources on your 3 movies link? Good question.
So you personally can't change it, but what We the Free are very open to is feedback, and we want to know from the people on the streets what you think works and what you want to try. Mm-hmm. So not to slag off AV because they are great, but if suggestions are made, sometimes they're met with a little bit of a brick wall. This is the way we've done it, this is the way we're doing it. Whereas if you run your own, for example, as activists in Norwich, and you say, I want to try chalking around my We the Free diamond, then try it. And if it works, then we can share that information with everyone else. If you think there are better links to try on We the Free, then definitely contact them on their website and let them know. We want your feedback. You know, especially someone like you as activists, you're out on the streets all the time. You're talking to the public. You know what works and what doesn't work.
It's an amazing way to reflect on how well your activism is. Not only that, but it allows for people to make it more readily accessible. It's a good quick start to veganism. Yeah, it is. And the thing is, as well, is for those of you who've done street activism, or for those of you who have tried talking to somebody, just if you just happen to start talking to somebody in while you're putting petrol in your car or you're in a supermarket queue, you've got a very small window to get a lot of information out there. And I mean, I've always said this, when people ask you why you're vegan, it's no use going, well, I'm vegan because blah, 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 blah. You need to go, I'm vegan because I care about the animals and I don't want to contribute towards the mass slaughter of all these animals. You need to have a quick, precise answer because they don't want to listen. But if you can perk up, their interest straight away and give them concise answers, yeah, they're more likely to listen and more likely to walk away with that seed planted. And this is how we can do this, is feedback. You need feedback. And that's one thing I didn't understand about AV. They were very set in their ways. And I won't slag off any activism, but some activism can be better than other activism. It's just they've got to be open up. And I don't think AV were as open as they should be. You know, no food, no this, no. There were more no's than they were sort of yeses. To me, and what I could see,
you know, that what they want to works for them, and I get that. Can we just click on Family 4 Explores question? I haven't covered this bit, Family 4, but I'm going to now. So not Leon's Family 4, sorry. I like the way Leon's changed it to they, them at the end, so you don't mess up. At 6:39.
There we go. But what do you need to set up? Where do you get equipment, etc.? Okay. Well, we are going to go into this, actually. So this will be a good time to go into it.
Yeah, we can do.
We'll go into that. So, We the Free they've got funding now, correct?
Correct.
So, how would somebody, say, in a town or city where there isn't, what's the criteria? How do they go ahead and say, look, I want to... Are they calling them chapters like AV?
They're not calling them chapters, but I keep slipping into old language. I still call them cubes. I'm like, I'm doing a cube this weekend. No, it's a diamond. But after doing AV for like 2 years, it's hard to get out of that mind switch, isn't it? I suppose it's the same with like using specious terms.
Yeah, as long as it works for the animals. Sorry to interrupt. As long as it works for the animals, I don't care what time. No, yeah, and I'm agreeing with you totally on that, Canadian vegan. But what I'm saying is, if we can improve on our activism and not be restrained by rules that can't be sort of moved or changed or bent, then we could end up banging our heads against the wall. What I'm saying is everything should be sort of liquid. It should be able to move and change with the environment. Like, for instance, COVID. What did COVID do to activism? It slammed it dead. So all these rules and regulations in place for certain types of activism went out the window. So we had to adapt and change. And what I'm saying is, all activism needs to be able to adapt and change to the environment at the drop of a hat. It needs to be immediately be able to change to adapt to different scenarios. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, sorry, go on, Rebecca.
No, Canadian vegan now, I completely agree. All activism is valid. Every single form of activism. Yeah. I keep talking about her every time I go on to a video at the moment, but I interviewed a girl earlier this year, young lady, she was 17, and she went vegan because she saw a sticker on a lamppost, went back, did some research online, found Earth and Ed, found Joey Carbstrong, went vegan, and then started her own YouTube channel. So all activism is valid. You don't know what is going to spark people up. But with regards to what Family 4 Explore was saying, so I've popped a link to our website in the chat. I'll put it in again as well. So if you go to this link, can I share the screen? Is that all right, Grumpy?
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Put the website up. It'd be cool to see the website again.
So this is there's a number of different websites, unfortunately, but this is our website for finding out more about us and how to get involved.
Oh, 40-year-old vegan. Are you available to come on and have a chat with us in a little while? Like to question you over something. Sounds ominous, but it's related. It's related, guys. Right, so let's add to the stream. So can you manipulate that, Rebecca? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see that?
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, it's moving.
So you've got the home, you've got the My Stats link, activism, so get involved, We the Free, diamond, training, and We the Free gear. So you can buy t-shirts like I've got on, and I've got a hoodie as well. And we wear, as you can see, that's on this activist face. This is actually one of our founders here, with the bandana on, James. He's amazing. What our values are, why vegan, and community. That word I cannot stress enough. It comes up over and over again. So if you want to join us, then you just simply go to this website, click on the Join Us tab, pop your email in, online activism, street activism, and we have funding. So we will help you to buy cards, we'll help you to buy the signs that we hold, and we have a gift giving thing as well with regards to our t-shirts and jumpers. So if you can't afford to buy a t-shirt or jumper, amazing, 40-year-old vegan.
40-year-old vegan, I've put a link to the stream in your Instagram private messages, mate. If you want to jump on, yeah, or use your phone, mate. You can come on StreamYard with your phone, so try that. It's always worth a try. Sorry, Rebecca.
So it's all right. So if you can't afford to buy one of our hoodies, then we've got the gift economy, which means that you can contact us and let us know. And if you're able to donate like a £5 or a £10 instead, then we can help you out with that, because there are other activists that might be able to buy it outright. For example, recently, one of our volunteers gave me £100 to buy t-shirts with, so that when we do our activism, I can give a t-shirt out and we all look the same. So what me and George have decided to do is, because winter's coming up, we decided to put some money in ourselves and buy 4 hoodies, and then we'll sell those hoodies at cost price, and then the money that we get we'll just put back in and buy more hoodies, so we can keep the cost down for activists. So you're not spending, I think the t-shirts for AV were like 30 quid or 25 quid, 30 quid. And these are about 15 pounds or something.
Half the price.
But again, if you can't afford that, you can pay like 8 quid, and it's someone else, the money that we're getting for it goes back in. So we don't make any profit from these clothes. All the profit that we make from these clothes goes back into the gift economy to helping other activists that can't afford to buy a hoodie or a t-shirt, which I think is really positive.
Do you have a collection tin at We the Free?
We haven't got one yet, but we will be getting one.
That's a good idea, because if people want to just pop the small change of pennies in there, everything helps, doesn't it? Yeah, it's really interesting. So I'm liking this. I really am liking this. So people can get involved pretty early. So what do you need to set up? Do you need, what's the equipment you need?
Yeah, the same as you would for AV. So you need a box of cards, which
TV
will
screens.
help you. You don't need TV screens. You can have tablets. You can have, if you've got TV screens, then yeah. I mean, again, it's something that we're going to look at funding for, so that people can have, we can give them money to get them TV screens. One of our one of our CEOs that runs it, he's going to be buying a bunch of TVs from Alibaba, and so we can help groups set up. So they're going to be sending, I think, 6 to the UK. So
that's China, isn't it, Alibaba? That's a Chinese.
I don't know if I think it's China, I'm not sure. But Joey talked about them, didn't he?
Alibaba, I think, I went on it a long time ago looking for quad roller skates. And it's a good way to search, really sort of cheap stuff in China.
Yeah, but our new managing director, our new assistant managing director, Zachary, he's going to buy a bunch of TVs from Alibaba. He's going to send, I think, 6 to the UK and pay for batteries. And then when we set up new groups, we'll be able to give them a TV. But if you're lucky enough, like we are at Bristol, where you have volunteers turning up with laptops and tablets, then that's enough as well. And then you have the We the Free signs, which I don't have at the moment because George has got them. And they're basically just big versions of that. It says WTF on it, with the 3 movies link as well. And yeah, we will help you set up. We'll give you money to buy bandanas. We'll give you money to buy your first few boxes of cards. You don't have to have been doing street activism for 6 months before we'll help you out. It's not about that. We just want you to get out there and set up your own event. And like I said, we've got free training. So anyone here tomorrow that's in Europe or in Asia, 10 a.m. GMT, there is a free outreach workshop, and it's completely free. And you don't have to show your face. I know I said this earlier, but you can turn your camera off, you can turn the mic off, you don't have to contribute. You can just sit there and listen, and it's
and just take away stuff. I mean, even if you've got no intention of going to these, you can go to that meeting. You can take a little bit in of what they're saying and use it to your own advantage. Maybe use it in some online activism. But yeah, it's definitely worth a look in. Definitely worth a look in. That's 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you did put the link up. Let me put the link up again.
There was one in Canada as well a couple of days ago.
So I'll put that in. So guys, click on that and click a reminder for tomorrow and go on it and have a look. It might be interesting. It might give you some more tools to use. Everything's a bonus. Like I said, it's all about getting that message in the best way, and it takes practice. It takes practice. Even if you see one of these events in your town, how many have we got going at the moment, Rebecca? I mean, it's active I know there's Leeds and Manchester, Bristol.
Leeds, Manchester, Bristol, Bath. There's a pop-up in Liverpool later on this month. There's going to be a Sheffield one, although they do pop-ups in Sheffield anyway. And Bradford as well. There's a lot up north. There's not much down south. At the moment, it's only me and George that are running Bristol and Bath together. So we want more. And it's really easy to set it up.
Come on, Family 4 Explore. You're in Chester. You're on the border with Wales. You need to. You need Chester would be great as well. Chester's a beautiful city, and you get lots of tourists there. So do it. I'll come and help you one day. Definitely. I'll come down.
Bath, that's why I like doing them in Bath. We get loads of tourists. But you can contact me. I'm actually, it's not been made, I don't think it's been announced yet, but I'm the UK regional support. So I can help you get set up. I can talk to you through everything that you need and just let me know. If you set up one of in your area, what is the level of commitment? One a month. You can do one a month. It's what you're able to do. Sorry.
Right, we've got 40-year-old vegan here, Rebecca. Do you mind if I bring him on? And
of course, yeah,
I know there's a bit of a distraction because hey there, David.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Hi.
Oh,
yes,
brilliant! Yes. Why has everybody got microphones better than me?
Yeah, great. Sorry to hijack. I just thought.
No, not at all, mate. I really wanted to. I want to speak to you first about the We the Free event. How did that go, mate?
Oh, it was great. So we set up here in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, and we had so many great conversations. It's sort of like the Cube of Truth, but a diamond, and you kind of dress the way you want and have further conversations. You dig a bit deeper into, like, if people have watched some footage, you ask them how it felt and stuff like that. So it was we had really great conversations and really enjoyed it. We went out for food afterwards, and everybody kind of connected, and that's the whole point. I think We the Free is great because it's just building communities together, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a diamond, but it can be so many other things as well. So
exactly, like we have no undercover space. Like Leeds is great. When I did an event in Leeds the other week, there's a fantastic place you can stand where it's undercover if it's raining, and the UK is always raining. But in Bristol, there's nowhere, but there is like an overlap. So we did it like an Earthlings event. So if it's raining, we don't have to cancel our events anymore. We just stand in a line like an Earthlings event. And that's what's so great and adaptable about We the Free. You can't really do that. You can do it with AV, but if you get caught, you get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, that's why. I mean, like I said, we won't ever rubbish anybody's activism.
No,
that's what annoyed me. It just annoyed me. It irked me, should I say, that there were these set in stone rules. I mean, David, did you do AV before you did this? Have you?
Yeah, actually, I'm actually a co-organizer here in Waterloo as well, our Kitchener chapter. So we do AV. Actually, in fact, in a couple hours, I'm going to be going to Toronto to do an AV event as well. So we kind of support other communities as well doing AV. And it's funny because I'm reflecting back to last night, and because it's newer, We the Free, and there's a little more detail that goes into the outreach, which is, I think it's fabulous. I found myself falling back into my old habits of, or like going into sort of the AV style where, you're explaining rather than doing some Socratic. So I think it's something to work with. It's fun though. It's enjoyable because it's you're upping your game. You're like moving. You're evolving as an activist while you're trying to do this outreach. So it's great. Yeah.
Brilliant, nice. Let me read this question out and then either of you two can answer. Can we get cards to utilise outside of organised events, e.g. giving out to anyone we speak to about veganism, or leave with tips at restaurants and cafes? Great idea. Without commuting to street activism with We the Free. I always want to say what the fuck, but it's We the Free.
But and they did that on purpose. That's why they had We the Free, because it was
really?
like, well, people see the footage and go, "What the fuck is going on there?"
Yes, I like it. I like it.
That's it was completely on purpose. So yeah, I'm going to just share my screen again, Grumpy, to that question. God. So
it's not another picture of you naked again. I'm sick of getting those private messages off you. Stop it.
You're so rude.
You're rude. You're the one sending them.
If my husband's watching this live as well, he's going to start. He's already thinking
done.
with each other as it is. So can you see that screen, everybody?
Yes, we can see that screen.
Okay, so you've got on here Facebook, Instagram, others. So you could set up your others code and create your own code. Order the cards. The cards, you can find the logo on the Get Involved website. So you could create your own code. So, I don't know. Well, yeah, anything as long as it's 5 digits long. And then you could write that on the cards, or you could get them printed on the cards. And then, yeah, you could totally leave that in restaurants.
Nice. Oh, you can just put it into any scenario, can't you?
Yeah.
You could even get stickers printed.
Yeah.
Wow. Now we're talking.
Yeah, definitely.
Where we're talking.
Yeah. And it's great because you're kind of keeping stats, and you're seeing where you're most effective in outreach. So you can even link your YouTube channel there, your Facebook or whatever it is, and then you'll kind of gravitate to what you are maybe best at and where you can be the most effective. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see if being Earth Ned one week works better than being Joey Carbstrong one week.
Yeah.
Did I get more people sign up when I was more direct and a bit more, full on, like a bit more Paul Bashir this week? And did that have a better effect, or was it better if I was a bit more Melanie Joy? Do you know what I mean? You can see which is best.
But again, I suppose, I mean, you could test the audience as well. I mean, in school holidays, did you get less engagement because it was school holidays, or did you get more? Is because there's more footfall? There's lots of dynamics you can analyze now. It's a really good tool. I'm really impressed, Rebecca. I'm really, really impressed.
Oh, it's not me. I'm just regional support.
I'm not putting all the onus onto you.
I know.
It's just great. I mean, you're a representative of it. You're the face of We the Free at the moment. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it, because I didn't understand it at first. You talk to people and we do this, and once you put it out there on a screen and see how simple it is and what it does actually show you, then you start thinking, wow, I can apply this to all sorts. Even when we're out, witnessing the outside the slaughterhouse gates, just anywhere you can just give cards to people. There's so many adaptations.
Just
I know you've got. Go on. Sorry.
Kat, the vegan artist leaves. Just before you leave, Kat, you don't have to use it just for We the Free as well. You can, like I said earlier, you might have missed it. You can set one up for your Facebook page. You can set one up for your Instagram. You can set one up for your YouTube channel if you've got one as well. So yeah, you can have codes for each separate one. Sorry, go ahead.
Brilliant. No, that's fine. Now, Dave, I got you on. Now, I don't know whether I've got this wrong or not, but were you involved with the Meet the Victims event in Canada?
Yes. So
right.
I don't want to say I was an organizer, but we were a collective group of people meeting together to go head out to Hybrid Genetics. It's a massive turkey breeder, operation, seller, all the above. And we wanted to shed light what was going on inside these barns. So 60%, I've heard even numbers up to 90% of turkeys that are sold in Canada are from hybrid, and 60% globally. And so Mercy for Animals conducted an investigation in 2014 or 15, and there was a whistleblower that actually came out, and she shared her experiences. And we know for a fact that nothing's changed, right? So we have these beautiful turkeys living in sheds, ammonia-filled sheds, and they're suffering from disease. They'll never see the outside. It's very awful what happens. So there were 6 of us arrested, myself, Amy Serrano, Nick Schaefer, Jen Deegan-Shang, Kirsten Little, and Bridget. I'm gapping on her last name. I think she changed it on her Instagram.
So did you get arrested on site, or did you? No, I got it that you were arrested before it actually went ahead.
Yeah, so we were about to meet at the location, private location, prior to the event, and yeah, we were just getting ready in my car. So Jen and I and Kirsten and Bridget were going in separate cars, and all of a sudden I saw these strange lights to my side. It was dark. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I look over and there's somebody coming into the car on Jen's side, and then I had someone grab my shoulder and yank me and just pull me and say, you know, you're under arrest. And so
What did he arrest you for?
Break and enter with intent to commit
What?
an indictable offense.
So they arrested you for something that they thought you were going to do.
Yeah.
That doesn't stand up in law.
Yeah, I am very surprised. I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. So coming through the event, there were about, I think I heard 25, 26 police officers at the farm. And then there was police officers on the other side of that farm. And then the officers that arrested us, there's probably at least 6, 7 there. And then the officers that arrested Amy and Nick, there was probably some there. So we look at the resources that were put into this. With Bill 156, it's an ag-gag law, and so it's preventing whistleblowers from speaking up and showing the truth. All we want to do is show the truth and what's going on. That's our role as activists. We're not like, we don't promote violence or anything like that. We're just trying to display and showcase. And yeah, if there is a law that's not just, then civil disobedience is the way to get these laws to change. So with this bill in particular, even if you're a worker and say you saw something like the whistleblower in 2015, had she done the same thing now, she would get a $15,000 fine. So if we were to say the 60 of us, or maybe even more people, enter the farm, can you imagine? I think that would be an embarrassment to the government to have, you know, hundreds of people getting $15,000 fines. I don't think it would hold up in court. So I think they preemptively targeted us with the sting operation.
Did you get charged? Did they keep you and release you, or did they charge you?
So I was held in prison for about, I think 6, 7, 8 hours, something like that.
Standard.
Yeah, and then some of the other activists who've had other charges were also, they were held for about 15 hours. And
so are you on bail, or have they released you without charge?
They've released me with condition to go to court. And I am not able to contact 3 of the activists, but I live with 2 of the other activists. So I'm able to still be in contact with them. And then the only other thing is, the condition is that I stay away 500 meters from a place that transports or produces livestock or something like that, or a farm.
Fuck.
So 500 meters. So I don't even know if I'm allowed to leave my home. There's a zoo across the street. Am I allowed to be within 500 meters there? Is my living residence am I against what's going on? Am I allowed to live at my residence? Because the
I'm
farm,
astounded, mate.
it's ridiculous, right?
Have you, you've got. I'm assuming you've got a solicitor.
Yeah, so Gary Grill, he's going to be representing me. He represented Malcolm Klimowicz. He had the fabulous speech. I'm not sure if you saw it. One of them, there's so many that day that actually all these activists still went to that farm and still, spoke up for the victims there. So
Canadian Vegan says Canada fascism. It's fine. It is fascism.
yeah,
It is fascism. I really do not understand. Are you as gobsmacked as I am, Rebecca?
I just think it's vile that they can address you before you've even gone there, and
you can't preempt a crime.
What are they trying to hide?
Right.
Yeah.
So I can. So the police can. If that was in the UK, so the police, I could walk out my door, and the police could say to me, "We think you're going to go and break into a house. We're arresting you for that." What the fuck? That's not law.
Yeah, and it's like, so are we going to police people for their thoughts now? Is this the thought police? So it's interesting how things are unfolding. We do have a court date set for November 17th. I have a feeling our charges are going to be wiped out and dropped.
Yeah. There's no charges there. You haven't committed a crime.
Yeah. It's kind of strange.
So they're punishing you without punishing you. It's a bit like putting you in the drunk tank. It's like, put them in the drunk tank, let them sober up a bit, give them a few conditions. Wow. But we need it testing in Canada, don't we? We need this law testing. Mm-hmm. And it's a shame it didn't go ahead.
It's only in Ontario, though, isn't it? Isn't it only in Ontario? It's not anywhere else.
Yeah, this bill is specifically for Ontario, but they already have, laws against all of this, which makes it even more absurd, right? This bill was passed a day before Regan Russell was killed. And so, we've seen some activists already get charged, ridiculous amounts of bills. It's obviously at their discretion. They could say, you're going to get paid or charged maybe $750. And we've seen some activists get them. Some have paid, some have not due to their financial situations. But overall, if you look at Alberta, other provinces, they're introducing these gag laws, much like the United States. But much like the United States, I feel like they're going to be repealed because a number of states have repealed these gag laws. So there's hope in that.
Yeah, there is hope, but it does need civil disobedience to get people. Because if you just sit there and accept it, it's just going to stay, and the government going to say people ain't bothered by this. Look, it's working. Told you it was a good idea.
Exactly, and this is why. And I know that Roger Yates agree with this, but being vegan is a non-action. Just being vegan and just choosing the vegan products and not doing anything is not doing any good. We have to stand up. They've got nobody to talk for them. They've got nobody to say what's happening to them. And if we could understand what they were saying, oh my God, it would be terrifying. If we could understand the screams of those pigs,
Exactly. We're monsters. We're actual monsters to these living sentient beings. And if you've been to a sanctuary, I'm sure all of you know, but they come up to you, they're curious about you. It's so conditional what we do to them. And yet they love us and they're compassionate towards us. So why can't we afford them the same,
And I just find it surprising because I thought Canada was a forward-thinking nation. It was the first nation that took dairy off its healthy eating list. So why are they protecting? They must be making a hell of a lot of money out of the meat industry. They must be.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
I did find some information from a friend. Now I haven't been able to verify that, but the top earners in Canada are dairy farmers. So I think of the top 3, maybe 2 are dairy farmers, or the top 5, maybe 4 of them are. So they're given subsidies, right? So in Canada is very subsidy driven, and that's why
every country's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Camp Beagle. This big American company are trying to get these guys evicted from outside the gates of the MBR site, and they failed in court. they failed in court. They cannot move these people off because we've got a right to protest. And I always thought Canada was very forward thinking and like that, but obviously not. It's a completely different, excuse the pun, animal. Completely.
I think, to be honest with you, I think we're making a dent, and we're making them worried, and we're making them scared, and they're trying to fight back. And it's that thing. Is it what first they laugh at us, then they fight us, and then they join us? Is that the right way around?
Yeah.
And I feel that that's the way we're going at the moment. I mean, look at Camp Beagle as well, like you just said. They've managed to get rid of John. They've managed to get rid of Mel. They're both banned from site. They can't access site. Now, I think they think that the other activists will leave if John and Mel aren't there. Well, they won't. They'll be there. They'll be fierce. I've got friends that are there that have been there since day one. And we won't stop. And we can't stop. And this is what this ag-gag law is trying to do. It's trying to stop us. But this is why we need more vegans to speak up, because if there's only 9 people at Camp Beagle, I can't get to Camp Beagle, and I wish I could, but I'm doing other animal rights activism. But there must be thousands of vegans that are around Cambridgeshire that could go and give up a couple of hours.
Yeah,
we
but
need
I mean,
numbers. We need.
Yeah, but
people.
the thing is, this is dog lovers. This is a dog loving country, and I've said this when I went down myself. I said, how can all these dog lovers in this country who go ape shit when someone fires a rocket firework at a dog and like they get absolutely thousands of comments, but real abuse, which is right there in a facility, and nobody turns up in this dog loving community that we live in, which is the UK. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. David, I know you need to get away somewhere, so don't hang on for us, mate. You just let me know that you need to pop off when you need to pop off, but you're welcome to stay with us at the moment.
Yeah, we'll do. I'd probably stay another 5-10 more minutes or something. But yeah,
I've already rung the police to say that you've been seen climbing over the zoo wall.
Yeah.
I want to see you get arrested on a live.
Right? Wouldn't that be something? Whoa, yeah. I mean, they might find a chicken. You never know.
I don't know where you live, mate, so I can't dox you. You know what I mean? So
that's funny.
So
Yes.
so let's get back to, I mean, let's leave that there because there's nothing we can do about that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for it to be tested in courts, and we're going to have to wait for the people of Canada to stand up to this fucking bullshit that is this ag-gag law. So unfortunately, we're going to have to stand by and watch your space, David, really, on this one. Who's this?
And if I could just add on, like, to all the wonderful people that came out to meet the victims from all over the country, all over the world even, just a big thank you. I haven't had a chance to really go over and talk. Like I've done a few interviews here and there, but just to express my gratitude to everyone. It's just the community is just so amazing. And I find, like, you know, I've had these messages from people that have never been active before. And, you know, there was one gentleman in particular that was his first action that he went to, and he heard the speeches, and he actually got a tattoo of the Meet the Victims slogan there, was to just obey unjust laws. And he got it right on his forearm. And just seeing all these new people that are wanting to come out, like, for example, last night we had 2 or 3 new people come to the We the Free event. And so we're starting to see it expand. And this stuff does inspire people. I even spoke to a PhD student who said, you know, even if things don't go as planned, most of the time that actually works maybe even better sometimes. So to spark conversation and ignite this movement, because people should be at Camp Beagle. People should be all over the place, right? So
people should be at AV. They should be at We the Free. They should be at Meet the Victims. They should be at Camp Beagle. They should be stickering. They should be chalking. They should be just wearing a vegan t-shirt. There are so many things. If you don't want to risk being arrested and go to Meet the Victims, I'd love to do Meet the Victims. I can't. I cannot do anything illegal. So, but there are other things that I can do. And it's just, there's so many ways. You wouldn't even, I've just filmed 9 more videos the other night of 9 new ways you can be active for the animals. And they're little tiny things that you can do in your everyday life.
I've just realised I missed a big question, David, that I forgot to ask you. A really big question. How did the police know?
Oh, yeah.
So we haven't received our disclosure forms yet, so we're not sure. So it's very
What are your guesses? I heard some chitter chat about it, and they were saying that putting it in the sat navs or Google sat navs may have given something away. That there was a lot of action of Google.
yeah,
Was that a mistake?
it could be a possibility. I know with events like these, it's difficult to get numbers. And so for us, we wanted to not be afraid of, we didn't want to be afraid to show that we are willing to stand up and speak out, um, and come together as a community to challenge these things. So we're not sure exactly how things transpired. Hopefully, we'll find out with our disclosures. I hope it's not something that isn't, that there's somebody who is against us or something like that. Hopefully, maybe it could be something to do with technology, but then that makes me worry about how far-reaching the government is allowed to sort of do these things. And it also worries me that I was potentially being watched with taxpayer dollars that I pay into. And I'm a former inspector who used to work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, and I expect transparency. So even as a member of the general public, I still expect transparency. So if we're going to be arresting protesters or activists or citizens even, and not arresting the criminals that are actually doing these actions, it's got something to say. So hopefully with the disclosure, we'll find out more information. Yeah.
It's got to be weird, don't it? I mean, what they might not even tell you. Have they got to tell you?
I think we're going to find out one way or another whether it was them using technology, and or
Could there be a possibility there was a mole?
I mean, that's always possible in any movement, right?
Yeah.
I've heard in the past that there may have been, in some circumstances, some events. So I hope that's not the case. I feel like, everybody. I want to hope that everybody was there in good faith, especially given what these animals go through and the conditions they're in, the way they are, and yeah.
Is it very naive outlook all that, Dave? You know what I mean? It's like
I think with Meet the Victims in the UK, I know the organizer asked for she asked for your social media, and she checked your social media before she even adds you to the group. I don't know if that's something you did in Canada as well.
Yeah, we closely vetted the people that were involved, and it's not to say that we could know every
No.
single person individually, because
yeah.
we were doing it from a countrywide sort of stance there. But given that we met these people face to face, almost the majority of them were there at the pre-action meeting. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, I
I
guess
mean,
time will tell.
Gawain is deeply. He runs a security company, and he says it's definitely spy cops, and you are definitely being watched. We need to accept and work around this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to say I hope you're wrong, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, you went through all the procedures. Everybody knows somebody. I don't think anybody would have let a stranger in, just for the sake of them. I
Right.
mean, would the police go as far as creating an account that? I mean, they've got the resources to do an account to look as though it's an old account, and
I
would they
mean,
go to that?
I think at this point, me being pulled out of my car and not even just being talked to, like they could have actually just walked up to us and said, "Hey, by the way, you're under arrest." But to make it as dramatic as they did, to pull us out of our vehicles, I had the car turned on. I very easily could have put it in reverse by mistake, and I could have really hurt somebody. The way they handled two of our activists, Jan and Bridget, they've shown their pictures online and how they were forced, and they have bruises and scraped knees and arms and stuff. Like, where's the respect? Like,
It's scare tactics, mate. That's what it's
it
about.
really is. So
Yeah.
what are they trying to accomplish? So if they can do that, then I wouldn't hold anything past them at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, be very careful with the police. It's a lesson I've learned at the shitty end. And yes, when it comes to playing with the government, which is what we're all actually doing, is playing with the government. The government tend to not play by the rules all the time. So it's something everybody needs to think about before they start going into anything that could lead to maybe arrest or, you know, there's nothing worse than getting your house raided, your phone taken off you. They go through everything, you know. There's a lot to it, so you really need to think deeply before you join these things. Such a scary day for you guys, yet a powerful day for the rest of us, determined to keep going for your... David, have you got a GoFundMe or anything like that to help with the payment of the solicitors?
Yeah, so if you go to Meet the Victims Canada, I believe there's a link there. Maybe when I get off, I'll send it to you if I can find it. Let's see here.
I've got the Meet the Victims Canada, so
or if you go on my Facebook page, I actually have it pinned there under David Magina.
where will it be on there?
Oh yeah, so it will say Challenge Bill 156 on it. So if you scroll down,
I've got one Meet the Victim challenge as the ag-gag in court. Is that the one?
I believe so, yes.
There you go. Shared in the stream.
Oh, let's play.
Hello, everyone tuning in. Currently, right now, we have Amy Serrano.
Oh, it's a bit jerky, that.
Yeah, some of the footage is a bit jerky.
I found it. GoFundMe.
Yeah,
there it is. There it is. Right, 1 second. Let me stop the screen and share it again.
Sure.
So, and I will share. Okay, so that's... So, guys, if you've got a few bob knocking about your house,
I've put it in the chat, Grumpy.
Have you put it in the chat? Oh, yeah. Sweet, nice one. Yeah, if you've got a few pounds knocking about, send it over. Every little pound. As I always say, nobody's insulted by being sent £1 over. If you've got a pound, share it. If we all share a pound each, it adds up to quite a lot of money. So please jump on that page and help out if you can. These guys need it. They are fighting a big gang called.
And David, I need to message you about an interview as well, because I can't believe I haven't interviewed yet for my channel. I feel horrible.
Yo, no, that's okay. I'm the one who always misses out and lags on this kind of stuff. So I'm just always doing events, so it's just hard to get set up for something. But
I'm glad to hear you're really active, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's move back to meet the victims. We the free. So let's recap, because we're getting on now. We've been on for an hour and a half, and Grumpy's even more grumpy now because I'm starving.
Grumpy's getting grumpy. So I'm gonna take off, guys. Thank you so much for having me on. I got to meet Jareen actually. She flew down and we got to hang out for a bit. The vegan poet. So that was
love her.
Cool.
I really can't wait to meet her in the flesh. I hope.
She's awesome. And thanks you guys so much for doing what you're doing and staying active amidst all the other stuff that kind of bothers us in this world. So
and thank you for all that you do as well.
Thank you.
You've really got it hard over there. So you're risking a lot, liberty and everything. So stay safe, David.
Thank you.
Stay out of prison if you can. But if you do, I will send you some vegan carrot cake with a file in it, and you can escape, buddy.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you.
See you later, guys. Bro.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, man. Guys, Vegan Poet, if you haven't subscribed, please go over and subscribe to Vegan Poet. She's got some great content. She does some great activism out there, including the rodeos. Entertainment. Abusing animals for entertainment is disgusting. Vegan Mooncat for stupid content because he's stupid. Go over there if you want some stupid... No, he's great, really. I love him. I can't say it. I can't keep it up. Family 4 Explorer. Oh, they're there. Family 4 Explorer. Great family. Full vegan family. Please go over and subscribe to those guys as well. So let's recap, Rebecca. So... We the Free, we've got a Facebook page.
We've got a Facebook page.
An Instagram page.
Yep.
We have a website.
Yep.
So if anybody wants to set up, you've got all these social media sites, just type in WTF or We the Free and it should pop up on one medium or another. It should be there. If you want to get involved, folks, You can get involved. If you don't like talking to people face to face, you can stand there and hold a laptop or a TV screen. You can just stand there and watch. There's no... People, you won't be forced to do anything. But what will happen is, and I guarantee this, I guarantee any of you, no matter how shy you are, you will stand there and you will itch to talk to somebody. You will itch. And then you will see someone who you can relate to and you think, oh, just go and have a word. And you'll go and have a word with them. And you'll have an amazing conversation. And that'll be it. You'll have the bug. I'm telling you now, please try it. Just go. You don't have to do anything. If any of you are in a city, and as you can see, it's happening in Canada, you know, no matter what country you're in, you can do this. Set it up. Get a few of you together, a Facebook group, and say, shall we set one of these up? Do it. Try it. If it doesn't work, what's the loss? And if it does work and you only turn one person vegan, it's a win. It's a win. There's no failure in this game. There's no failure. You know, one person, it's a win. Anything above that is a bonus. Thank you for GVG and V. You're both amazing. I appreciate everything you both do. Thank you, and I appreciate everything you do, mate, as well.
Yeah,
it's there. I'm watching your weight loss journey as well. It's amazing with Hen.
Yeah, it's really inspiring, actually.
Yeah, you're getting there, kid. You're getting there. Right. Any last questions, people, about We the Free, about Meet the Victims, about me, about Rebecca, anything at all? Ask now, otherwise in 5 minutes we're going to disappear from your lives and you will be empty. Your souls will be empty. So ask away. Sarah B says she is following We the Free.
Brilliant.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Vegan Poets. Yes, thank you both. You're welcome. You're welcome. Great stream, very informative. Don't forget to like and check out the links. Yeah, the links are there. And what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to move all the links over onto the description, so people who are watching this after, maybe tomorrow, the day after, the links will be down below. So please take a look at them. Sarah B says, I'd be over the moon even turning one person vegan. You probably have, Sarah. You have probably, because I've seen you at Tulip, outside Tulip, and you've been on my videos, and people have seen you, and someone may relate to you and think, oh, well, if she can do it, maybe I can do it, you know?
Sarah, so is she in your area then, Grumps?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
So there's a We the Free in Manchester, so and there's going to be a pop-up in Liverpool, and there's one in Leeds, which I believe is not far from Manchester, is it, Leeds?
Leeds is 30 minutes from Manchester driving.
30 minutes. And they're amazing activists. I went up there the other week. Never met any of them before. They were all so welcoming and so lovely. And yeah. And come to tomorrow morning, Sarah, the free We the Free workshop. Cannot stress that enough. 10 a.m. free We the Free workshop. I'll pop the link again to the event so that you can join it tomorrow morning. And I'll be on there. I'll be running the event with one of the founders. And that's free online. You can turn your camera off. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to get involved or talk to anyone. Just literally watch and learn.
There it is. There it is. Listen, Rebecca, thanks you.
Grumpy.
It's always a pleasure to have you on my channel. Fern Cotton, that lovely silky voice of yours. It's beautiful.
Oh, wrong picture. But
oh, god damn it. God damn it, you ruined that little joke. But anyway, as always, people, save the animals, save the planet, save yourself. And what do they do, Rebecca?
Go vegan.
Go vegan, people.